it is time for NAMM. I just got to the airport. I'm a little bit nervous because I'm probably gonna get stuck in LA. So we have a massive storm coming through Nashville. We're supposed to get up to 24 inches of snow and up to 3 inches of ice, which means like power outages, and like this state will shut down for weeks if that happens. So this is gonna be quite the adventure. I've taken my wife's car to the airport, left her my big truck, so hopefully that helps her get around if she needs to. And let's go have some fun at NAMM. Due to the time change and me being used to getting up at 6 a.m., I woke up at 4 a.m. California time, and I was just like, oh, I'm wide awake. So went outside, took some photos, had a little morning stroll, about to go find some coffee, and then time to go get my NAMM badge. I don't think they're open yet. We'll see what time they open. Coffee secured. It's 7:02. Let's see if I can get my badge. Hello, how are you?
Good.
Good.
QR code there?
I do.
All right.
Do I just scan it right here?
Exactly that. Place it in front of the camera.
Oh. All right, so I am here with the man, Chris, from Audioscape. We're gonna go over some new products. So he's gonna show us what all is new and the changes they've made to some existing products.
So we have, first up, obviously the Faircomp 670. We showed this last year. It's finally coming this year though. We're anticipating it coming out around spring. We had a couple last second changes we want to do to get the bias supply more reliable.
So here we have Colt Caparoon at the Flonk Audio booth. Welcome, Colt.
Thank you very much for having me. Check, 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 check.
Well,
There it is.
there we go.
Thank you very much for having me. It's starting to get sketchy. Half the people that I know that are here from Nashville, their flights have already been canceled. My flight isn't until tomorrow afternoon, and so my flight has not yet been canceled. But if half the people that I know have already had their flights canceled, and it just started snowing in Nashville right now, and I'm not leaving till tomorrow, I don't see how I don't get stuck here. The weather in Nashville, they're only calling for like 3 to 6 inches of snow and 1 to 2 inches of ice. But if you know anything about the South or about Tennessee, and especially about Nashville, 4 inches of snow and 1 inch of ice will shut that town down for a week. Entering day 3, I was only here Friday and Saturday. Today's Saturday, public day. I'm really looking forward to meeting all of you. Today I've got 2 panels. I'm talking at Audioscape with Joe Carell, which is one of my favorite people from Nashville. So that'll be fun. We're talking about compressors and compressor settings. And then I'm doing a talk at Avid, which I'm also super pumped for. So I'm pumped to meet some of you today. I'm pumped to give a couple talks. I haven't actually made it around the show very much to see very much gear at all, because I keep running into people that I want to talk to or people that want to talk to me. And I mean, honestly, that's more important than the gear. We see all the gear on Instagram the day before the show anyway. So it's awesome to just experience the people. All right, here we go.
So let's kick this off then. This is our last session of the show, and I've really been looking forward to it the whole way through. Very pleased to have Colt Caparoon with us. Am I saying your name right? I think I am.
You are. Congratulations. Thank you.
So I'm sure you guys know Colt. I'll get him to introduce himself as well, but I'll tell you why we wanted him on the stage. For me, Colt is like a kind of template of a modern independent mixing business. It's like someone who's got all their ducks in a row, doing the craft and doing other cool shit at the same time and making a living doing something cool.
Thank you.
So we just thought that was a really interesting story. But yeah, Colt, I don't want to speak for you. So how would you describe what you do and your background?
And that's a wrap, but I'm stuck here. All flights in and out of Nashville seem to have been canceled. You go to the Nashville airport website and everything says canceled. And I am now stuck here for 2 days because there is nothing available for tomorrow. Not that I think that you would have even been able to get anywhere tomorrow anyway. So I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do while I'm stuck here. NAMM was awesome. Thank you guys so much for coming up and saying hi. I met so many of you and it was really, really cool. The panels went great. Big thanks to Flock Audio and Audioscape and Avid for having me speak. It was really, really an honor to do that. So now it's time to game plan. I gotta be out of this hotel room. I can't stay here. And these hotels by the convention center are crazy expensive. I just paid $30-something for a little egg and cheese sandwich and a coffee downstairs. I gotta get out of here. It's too much. We'll see what happens. I don't know if this is the end of the video or if I'm going to take you guys along for the rest of my ride. We'll see what happens. Here we go.
Now, Colt, let's talk about what just happened.
Well, I got stuck here because my flight got canceled back to Nashville. So I rent a car. I make a reservation. I call them on the phone. I make a reservation. And then on the way, we run into each other and I say, hey, you just want to come hang with me? So we come here, and on the way here, we start talking about the Seinfeld skit of like, you know how to take the reservation, you just don't know how to hold the reservation. And we walk in, and he's like, yeah, we don't have a car for you. And I'm like, was that not a reservation that I just made? So now we're walking.
We're walking to find food. We're to find a steak.
Yeah, this has been a crazy trip.
This is what NAMM does to people.
This is what NAMM does to people.
Yes.
So the car rental thing never ended up working out. I never got a rental car, so I needed to figure out where I could go to hang out that I could afford an Uber to. Now, what most of you probably don't know is I am an extremely avid landscape photographer. It's one of my absolute favorite things to do in my free time, and so I was trying to find a place on the coast that I could afford an Uber to so that way I could go hang out for a couple days. This is a lot of extra money I didn't plan on spending, but if I could find somewhere to go hang out for a few days, relax, recuperate from NAMM, take some beautiful photos, that's what I decided to do. So I went over to Laguna Beach. And some of these images that I captured are just, I cannot believe it, honestly. This is one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. So the adventure is not over. I'm in my third day, second night here at the Costa Art Hotel. It's very loud, and I have no idea if I'm actually going to make it home. So I'm gonna go find a coffee for what is my last day here, but I'm not optimistic that my flight will actually happen today. So stay tuned. But this is actually the third time I've gotten stuck at NAMM. Let's do a little story time after I find a coffee. So this is my first time in Laguna Beach. Actually, my first time really doing anything in California outside of NAMM, and it's so beautiful here. The food has been so good. I took some of the craziest photos I've ever taken in my life. My wife and daughter are at home snowed in, which I feel real bad about. And the uncertainty of like literally having no idea when I'm actually gonna make it home is still stressful. My body hurts so bad from walking around at NAMM, standing on concrete, and now I've been walking everywhere here to try to save money on not taking an Uber everywhere I go. 10 times a day, scaling rocks and walking miles and miles on the beaches. But It's unbelievably beautiful here. Yep, good stuff. So I was gonna go back to the hotel room and tell you guys about this, but I figured I'm here, I should have a more beautiful backdrop for this story. So the first time I get stuck at NAMM, we go to the show, everything is awesome. I get back to LAX, a bunch of the airport was under construction. I had to go take like 2 buses to a weird part of the airport. There was no one there. I got there like 5 hours early, and I'm just sitting there editing videos and editing photo, and I'm like, just waiting for my flight. And about 2 hours before my flight, I'm like, it's kind of weird, there's no one here yet. Oh well, it's still 2 hours, and I keep working. And about 40 minutes before my flight, I'm like, it's pretty weird, there's no crowds gathering yet. What's going on? And I look at my boarding pass, and they had changed my gate to the other side of the airport. I didn't make it, not even close. The second time, my flight's at like 7 a.m., so I would get to LAX at 4:45 a.m. The Uber drops me off, and there is a line all the way through baggage check, and all the way out the door, and like 100 yards down the sidewalk outside the airport. And I'm like, well, there's no way, and I'm not ditching my luggage, so end up getting stranded that time. Now this time, due to weather. Needless to say, I have some LAX PTSD. However, I mean, hanging out in the airport indefinitely wasn't nearly as awesome as this. This has been unbelievably refreshing. And even though the uncertainty of not knowing when I'm getting home sucks, and I feel extremely guilty that I'm here while my wife and kid are snowed in at home, still, I mean, my gosh. It's not a bad place to get stuck.
Are you ready? Yay! Here we go.
This has been such an unbelievable week. Even though things were stressful, flights getting canceled, rental cars getting canceled, spending so much more money than I planned on spending on this trip. It was so unbelievable to hang out at NAMM, to speak on the panels that I got to speak on, to meet all of you. It really, really meant a lot to me. Then to spend a few days recharging in Laguna Beach and taking some incredible photos, and then to get to come home to my family and have moments like this. I'm a very, very lucky man. Special thanks to Audioscape for having me out to NAMM, and to Flock, and to Avid. I'll see each one of you in the next video.